Support provided by the Chesapeake and Newport News with chef-centric farm-to-table dining. thechesapeake.org.
Hi friends, Jay Sennett. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay. As always, hope all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to prepare for you Shrimp Saganaki. When you hear that, it tends to, the inflection sounds Japanese, but it's really Greek, actually. Saganaki is a traditional Greek dish. I'm going to make shrimp saganaki, which it's kind of a sweet and savory, succulent shrimp. There's a tomato-based sauce. I'm going to use some feta cheese in this dish as well, some honey, some smoked ground cumin. It's a delicious dish. And saganaki comes from the Greek word that references some type of pan, a pan that has two handles, but I'm not going to cook in the pan with two handles, right? Use a saucepan with one handle. So shrimp saganaki today. And let's go over here to the stove and I'm going to show you how we put this dish together. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. All right, as that is getting heated up, I'm going to use some shallots. I diced up two small shallots. I diced up here 3 cloves of garlic, minced up some garlic. We have some roasted ground cumin, some red pepper flakes, some honey. I have some feta cheese, and I have a can of diced tomatoes. And the star of the show, the shrimp. Yes. And I lightly season these shrimp with salt and pepper. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it. And then what I'm going to do is make the sauce in here in the saucepan and then add the shrimp on top of the sauce, and then I'm going to put it in the oven and pan roast the shrimp for about 15 minutes. But when I put the shrimp in, I'm also going to top the shrimp in the dish with some feta cheese. So the cheese will melt while it's roasting, but in the final couple of minutes, I'm going to move it to the top rack to the broiler and broil the cheese just for a minute or two to give the cheese a chance to melt nicely over that shrimp. Okay? All right. So let's get these shallots in here. And the shrimp, deveined. Take the shell off. Of course, I took the tail off. You can buy deveined shrimp from the store, and with the shell off. They usually leave the tails on, but you can take the tails off as well. All right, I'm going to add this garlic. All right, some garlic. Ba-da-ba. I would always like to know what you have been cooking. You can send me an email, if you like, to j.sennett, that's jae.sinnett@whrv.org. Now you might ask, some of you might ask, what is WHRV? Well, this is the radio station I work for. It's under the umbrella of WHRO, radio and TV. And if you want to know how long I've been there, well, let's just say I've been there a long time. Rounding out 34 years here in another month or two. I'll finish up my 34th year. Wow, can't believe it. I've been there that long. Okay, so don't want to burn the garlic, so we're going to add some canned tomatoes. Ooh, yeah. Get the shallots and the garlic mixed in with these tomatoes. Now remember, you're going to be roasting this. So, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of this ground roasted cumin. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of honey. Ooh, yeah. Okay, and stir this up. Shrimp Saganaki, okay? Traditional, I don't know if it's traditional, but it's well known in Greece. Could you make chicken Saganaki? I don't know, or lamb Saganaki? I would imagine so. But today's menu is shrimp Saganaki. Okay. Now, let me get my shrimp. The shrimp over top of this, like so. Just a couple of more. Make room for two more. All right, where are we going to put this last one? We'll squeeze you in here. Okay. Now, last but not least, some feta cheese on top of this. Yummy. It's a seafood menu today. Some shrimp. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to rinse my hand first, and then we're going to put the shrimp dish in the oven. I have the oven preheating at 400 degrees. Look at that. It's like, man. And these shrimp are going to be nice and pink here in about 15 minutes. Pan roast that. Set the timer for about 15 minutes. All right, I'll set it at 16. All right. Okay, so, and when I take it out of the oven, when it's finished roasting, the last minute or so, or for an additional minute more, I will broil the dish for about a minute or two. Okay, and then when it's over, you see this down here, some fresh mint that I will top this dish with. Get off there, okay. Shrimp Saganaki. So while this is roasting, I'm going to take care of a few more things, and then we're going to come back. What's going to seem like just a couple of seconds to you, but that's through the magic of editing, okay? We'll just wait to that roast for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to take it out of, and you're going to see a beautiful dish, tasty too. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay. All right. See, I told you it only seemed like a couple of seconds or 2 seconds. The shrimp is ready to come out of the oven, the shrimp Saganaki. I'm going to get it out. Oh. Oh, man. All right. Let me set this down here. Look at this. Shrimp Saganaki. And what I'm going to do is top it with some mint, some freshly chopped up mint. Could have made a little bit more, but that's good. Okay. So, get some olive oil, diced up a couple of small shallots, diced up a few cloves of garlic, finely minced up. Saute the shallots and the garlic for a couple of minutes. Don't burn the garlic. Then I add a small can of diced tomatoes, right? A smaller can. And then added about a teaspoon of some roasted ground cumin, about a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more of honey, some salt and pepper, and put the shrimp in. I lightly season the shrimp with salt and pepper. Once the sauce is cooked for a few minutes, put the shrimp on top of the tomato-based sauce. Okay, then I sprinkle some feta cheese over top of the shrimp. Okay, I preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Bake the shrimp. I pan roast it. Take it off the stove, put it in the oven, bake it for about 15 minutes, and then then at an additional minute or two, I move the rack up towards the broiler. Then I take the pan up, put it underneath the broiler, and for about a minute or two, between a minute and 2 minutes, okay, with the broiler, so it can lightly char and melt some more of that cheese, right, over the shrimp. And take it out, top it with some freshly minced up mint, and you have Shrimp Saganaki, a Greek household dish. It's very popular in very popular in Greece, not very popular in the dish. Yeah, it is very popular in the dish. All right, that's what's happening on this edition of Cooking with Jay. I'm Jay Sennett, the host and producer for the show, and the chef. Thank you for watching. We're going to have some special guests on the show here again soon. Cooking with Jay airs Sunday evenings starting at 6 p.m. So if you can't watch it at 6, you can come back at 8, come back at 10, come back the next day. Just scroll down until you find the show on WHRO Public Media Facebook, on the WHRO Public Media Facebook page, Sunday evening starting at 6. You can see archive editions of the show. And I have over 100 shows now of Cooking with Jay. So you can see archive editions of the show at the WHRO Public Media YouTube channel. Okay? And my big job there at the station at WHRV FM 89.5, I'm the jazz host and producer of Send It in Session and host and producer for the R&B Chronicles. Jazz Monday through Thursday nights, 9 until 1, Saturday mornings, 1 until 5, Sunday afternoons from 1 until 5, and the R&B Chronicles Friday nights from 7 until 8. And I would like to thank the Chesapeake for underwriting Cooking with Jay. Thank you so very, very much. And thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching the show. Much appreciated. Let me know if you try this dish. Send me an email, j.sennett@whrv.org. Would love to know what you think, or tell me what you're cooking. Until the next edition of the show, I'm going to have some shrimp. Stay safe, friends. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Support provided by the Chesapeake in Newport News, catering to the palate of every single resident. More at thechesapeake.org.